VR games. They're some of the most immersive experiences you can have, being transferred to a completely different world.
What in the actual...
When people hear VR games, the first few games they think of is Half-Life Alyx, Boneworks, or Blade and Sorcery. But instead, let's use our VR to find some FNAF Fangames. And without wasting much time, I present to you 5 FNAF VR fan games. Oh crap, what happened to the lights? Oh my god, oh my god, did I just break my VR? I broke my VR, didn't I? Jerry, I think we need to get a new quest. First game we're checking out is Grizzly's VR. Grizzly's VR should be released as of making this video. I got early access to the game and the game was really immersive. I usually don't get scared from horror games even in VR, but this game got me a couple of times.
Fuck! What is that? No.
I definitely really recommend this game if you're looking for a scary FNAF experience, and who knows, maybe I'll make a video on it. I don't want to go in much detail about the gameplay and story right now, but let me know if you would like me to. All I have to say is that the gameplay is really good and the story seems pretty interesting. Anyways, on to the next game. Have you ever wanted to relive the pain of the hellish, frustrating game like Ultimate Custom Night in VR? No? Well, that's too bad because that's the game I'm gonna talk about. The game is very simple. It's Ultimate Custom Night, but in VR, with a few mechanic changes since the game is obviously in VR. But it's the same frustrating game you know and love, or hate. I really tried to beat the game for this video, but my best score was 2,000 points, and maybe I could have gone a bit higher, but after losing over and over again, I decided to do 50-20 mode in the normal Ultimate Custom Night. Let's go. It took me about 2 hours. It's pretty well made and it's pretty weird to be playing FNAF Ultimate Custom Night in VR, but I like it. Maybe I'll try to get a higher score. There have been people who've beaten the 50-20 mode on this game, so who knows. Have you ever wanted... Okay, I'm sorry. Pizzeria Simulator VR is, as you guessed it, Pizzeria Simulator, but in VR. I feel like I'm having deja vu. This game is a work in progress, so things like the Tycoon section, minigames, or lawsuits aren't available, which is one of my favorite parts of that game. I mean, just imagine, it would be amazing if you're able to walk around your pizzeria and customize it to your heart's content, and play some minigames to earn money and reputation. However, what is in the game is the core Pizzeria Simulator horror experience, trademarked by Scott Cawthon Incorporated.
Suck my cock.
Kind of a hot take, but I actually really enjoyed the horror and scares of Pizzeria Sim, and in VR, it's even scarier.
Fuck no! What? Fuck me, man! I hate that. No! I don't want to play. My head hurts.
In Pizzeria Simulator, the animatronics crawl through the vents to reach your office, and you're not able to see them. Sometimes you can hear faint noises coming from the vents. Is the animatronic close? Or is it a random noise? This makes you second guess every time you're forced to turn to check for animatronics, which probably means you should turn your volume down before your ears bleed. Am I safe now? Anyways, this game follows the same exact rules, and after almost having a heart attack and almost passing out from motion sickness, I had to stop playing. Polardread is one of the first few original FNAF fan games in VR, and it's even on the Quest 2 store, which is pretty impressive. And other than some weird looking models and textures, the game is really fun. The game uses mechanics that take advantage of the VR, like physically hiding under the table against one of the animatronics, or throwing objects at this head in your office to shut it up. Sure, you can implement these in a non-VR form, where you just press a button or aim for the head like you're playing an FPS shooter. But that's no fun. I play video games to have fun, not practice my aim in Kovac. As well made as this game seems, I need to be honest, the game does have some issues. Firstly, the graphics. They're not the best, but I can get past that. However, there's an optional minigame after every night where you're supposed to sneak past a blind mole animatronic and find a button that is the same color as your watch. You can also use your watch to see the time in the office section. Now, one time when I was playing, the color clearly indicated that the button is blue. I looked and looked and kept looking for about 6 whole minutes. The map isn't even that big. Like, I just kept going back and forth until I got tired and gave up. Either the game was bugged or I'm a blind dumbass. You tell me which one it is. If you've watched my older videos, you might have noticed me playing this game in the outro of one of my videos. Which, hey, if you did, here's a gold star. New Hire VR is a really short FNAF VR game, but there's some cool mechanics in this game. There's a dog animatronic that roams around the building, which is the main animatronic, which you'll have to track using cameras. Oh, but wait! You don't have any cameras. Instead, you have this walkie-talkie that plays music in the room he's in. Switching the walkie-talkie number corresponds with the room number on the map next to you. After you see him reach your room, you have to turn off the power by pressing the button next to you. On the second night, the parrot animatronic that you might have seen can activate, and you just have to press the button on him to deactivate him. On the third night, this endoskeleton activates with no warning or tutorial, so it caught me off guard. But all you have to do is shine your light at his eyes when he gets close to you.
What is that? What is that? I'm scared. I'm scared now.
Every night after that just cranks up the difficulty, and after an ending cutscene, the game wraps up. The game isn't that popular, and I randomly found it while browsing on GameJolt. So if you have a VR, check out this game along with every other game I just suggested. VR FNAF Fangames definitely have an untapped potential. I feel like it's going to pick up more and more attention with Help Wanted 2 around the corner, which will cause more and more developers to create their own VR experiences. So definitely make sure to support these developers. I mean, you never know. Maybe a couple of years from now on, all of us will be walking around in VR headsets, like a pair of brainless, thoughtless husks, following the next trend. Or at least that's what Apple wants you to think. The price of this thing is $3,500. God damn!